interesting thing about old adages, sometimes they really should come in pairs. For instance, that one should have been paired up with practice what you preach. Now, stop scratching.
I know.
Just do everything I told you and don't
scratch, okay?
Scratch.
Thank you, Dr.
You're welcome. Yes.
I've been worried sick.
Join the club.
Oh, no. You don't know where she is either?
I haven't.
Rose, I have no idea where Amy is.
Then it's a good thing I called. I had a feeling you and Lesley would be the last ones to know.
Last to know what? She is all right.
Yes. Oh, relax. Amy's fine. She's here. Bag and bag it.
What did she do? Rent a room?
No. She's sharing a room. She's bunking with Heather.
Incredible.
I was surprised, too. I went out of my way to question Amy about it, but I got the distinct impression she was trying to cover for something.
You're right about that. Amy slipped out of the house 2 nights ago. She didn't leave a note. She didn't say 2 words.
You and Lesley must have been frantic.
Lesley has been. Thanks to you, now there's one less thing for her to have to worry about.
Nothing on Packy yet.
No, not a thing.
Have you called the police? Have you filed a missing persons report?
Calm down now. We know she's all right. She worked the late shift yesterday.
But you didn't talk to her then?
No, I didn't. I had left by the time she got here, and Rick had left also. I tried to call her last night, but she wouldn't take the call. I didn't want to push it because I was hoping maybe she would come home last night.
She didn't?
No, for the second night in a row.
There's got to be something we can do. I mean, there's got to be some way we can find her.
Okay, she'll be here at work later. Why don't you just relax and you'll see her in a little while. You can talk to her.
Lesley.
What?
John.
What?
I've got something that you might like to hear.
Is it about Amy?
Yes, you can relax. She's safe and sound. She's at Kelly's. She has moved in with Heather.
Kelly. She's been right next door all this time.
How did you know?
Rose was nice enough to call and let us know.
How sweet. Rose called. Of course, it was asking too much to have expected Amy to call. She couldn't have known we were upset.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is you must have done something pretty bad for her to leave in the first place.
Honey, nothing.
Oh, yeah? She moves out without a word. You must have done something, Doc, or she wouldn't have moved out.
Johnny.
Fellas, could I just suggest maybe we can move this discussion into the lounge? I can talk for a couple of minutes, and I have a patient coming. Richard.
Okay.
Sit down, John.
What did you do to Amy?
I just got through telling you I didn't do anything.
Look, I know Amy. She's a pretty sensible girl. Something must have happened, or she never would have gone.
I chewed her out, and very severely, for what she did. That's it.
We both did. We both did.
No, but this happens to be my gripe, but it's very well founded. One too many times, she has placed her nose in business that didn't concern her. At this time, what she has done is nearly unforgivable. She just doesn't understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, it's sponge business again.
Obviously, John, you don't understand that either. I don't have a personal vendetta out against anybody.
Yeah, except Packy.
Johnny, please, will you try and understand I'm thinking of you? That's all I've been thinking of from the very beginning. That's to see to it that your life and your career remain safe and clean.
Yeah, no matter who gets hurt along the way.
That is part of the job of protecting the sports center, and protect it I am going to. I got a commitment with the kids in this town.
Kids love the center. They're starting to use it. We get more all the time.
Johnny, you can be with me or against me. But I'm not going to see the sports center dragged through the mud, not for anybody.
Do you think I do?
John, you're going to have to learn the rules. They're the rules of the sports center. You want to work out there? Great, that's fine. I happen to want you to work out there. I want you to be part of it. But if you're going to work with Packy, I got to make sure that Packy's clean.
He's on the level. I swear it, Rick.
Please, John, try and look at the facts as they are. He's taken off again, and I happen to know that he's trying to find Buster Jacobs. And I think he may be trying to buy him off.
There you go again. There it is. You see, you're always leaning in Packy. I'm not going to listen. It's not...
This is not good.
Lesley,
No, there's too much unhappiness. There are too many bad feelings. And it's all because of this boxing business.
Just relax.
Look,
Just stay out of it.
I am for the sports center. You know I have supported it right from the beginning. It's the boxing thing. Look what it's costing us. Our peace, our safety, our security. Amy.
Forget about Amy. She's fine.
I don't happen to like losing her this way.
You haven't lost her. She's playing a game, and when she's through, she's going to come wandering back home.
You really think so?
I don't think so. I know so. Now, please, don't worry about it.
Oh, sure. Easy for you to say.
Well, I think I know what you and I need tonight, and that's getting out, away from all of this, and just doing something that's relaxing, entertaining, fun.
I couldn't.
I got an idea.
What?
How about dinner and dancing?
I don't do that, Rick.
Leslie, you're going to have to do it, because if you don't say yes, you're not going to get a better offer all day, I guarantee you. And if you don't say yes, I just might have to make it an official order.
Yes, I know.
Hmm?
Doctor's
orders. You got it. Now, let's do it, right? Thank you. I'm glad you agreed. I'm glad you suggested this way. You can move.
Anything I can do to help?
No, thank you very much. Maybe Noah can, though. Noah.
My name bandied about here?
Well, just a slight bit. Could you do me one more favor?
Well, I haven't refused you yet. What?
Can you cover for me in the clinic this afternoon? I'll take you to the Rib for dinner tonight.
You got it. The deal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'd like a word with you.
Steve, actually, I'm in a rather big hurry.
Sorry, but I'll have to slow you down. Let's go to my office.
Thanks.
Sure.
Rick, I don't like what's happening. Noah may be willing to cover for you at the clinic, but it's taking 2 doctors away from the hospital.
Steve, that's just for one afternoon.
Well, the bottom line is you're spreading yourself too thin.
I don't remember you being so upset when I covered for Noah when he was in Africa for 3 weeks.
Well, that was a one-shot deal. This sports center sideline of yours is becoming an ongoing thing.
Steve, the sports center is a very important part of my life.
Unfortunately, it's imposing itself on mine, too. All this business with price fighting and intrigue, why, it's disrupting the hospital procedure.
What does one have to do with the other?
Oh? Well, try this one for size. Earlier today, a price fighter darn near ran me down running through the halls. And yesterday, one of my best doctors was very upset because her daughter, who happens to be a nurse here, was late for work because she got involved with that same price fighter.
I'm trying to rectify that situation right now.
And what about the rest of my people? Noah Drake, my surgical resident, is managing that fighter. And my social director of medicine, Gail Baldwin...
Gail has nothing to do with the sports center.
Rick, her assistant, Brian Phillips, has practically moved in there.
Steve, you were very happy we were able to get Brian to be the administrator.
I was always happy with the sports center in general, until now. Rick, there's no way you can tell me one thing has nothing to do with the other. No way at all.
Steve, I see your point.
Well, you know, with all this going on, you couldn't be pulled in more directions if you were, well, saltwater taffy.
The point is well taken. I'll see to it that there are changes.
Good. I'll see you at the review board meeting at 3 o'clock.
Today?
Today is Tuesday, isn't it?
Yes. No, that's not the point.
You trying to tell me something?
Steve, I have a very important meeting today. I'll see you next week, all right? Thanks.
Jesse, tell Rick when you see him that I'm waiting for him in the clinic.
Well, I'm just about to leave, Leslie, but I can give the message to my replacement, who happens to be Amy.
Amy?
Yeah.
I think I'll wait around for a few minutes.
Hi, Jesse. I'm sorry I'm late. I was getting some coffee in the cafeteria.
all right.
There
I'll
was
just
a
run
long
along
line,
now.
and I thought... Hello there.
Amy, we can't go on like this. This is ridiculous. And it's not good for a family, this kind of silence.
Don't talk to me about family. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even know what the word family means anymore.
Amy.
No, I mean it. I'm an orphan. I've always been an orphan, and I always will be.
Well, if you see Rick, you tell him I'm in the clinic.
Hey, what are you doing here, Blackie?
Hey, guy, it's not past my bedtime. What are you doing here?
Well, Oz couldn't stay with me tonight, so I got to spend the night with the grown-ups.
Grown-ups, give me a break.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's nothing personal, Mrs. Dr. Weber. Hey, Dr. Weber, what's going on there, boy?
Well, I'm doing just fine. Our table is now ready. Blackie, would you like to join us?
I'm kind of tied up at the moment, thanks.
Can I stay here and talk to Blackie?
Well, yeah, for a couple of minutes, then you come on over, okay?
Okay. Wait till you hear this great new idea I got.
Yeah?
Jump rope hunt. All the kids think I'm a genius for coming up with it. What do you think? Hey, Blackie, yoo-hoo.
We're just going to finish
finish our dance, and then I'll be right over.
No, I want you back at the hospital. Of course. Just enjoy yourself.
Divine dance.
Feeling better already?
Yeah, I do. I do. I wish Amy were here, but
Lesley.
I can't help it. It's not my fault. You've never been a woman.
I don't think I ever will be a woman.
See,
Thanks.
one of the worst things about us is that whenever there's a problem in what you might call a family situation, we have a tendency always to be sure that it's our fault. We don't allow ourselves to be human and part of just the family.
I don't exactly follow
Well,
all the way.
the reality of it is that if Amy misinterpreted my emotions and she refuses to listen to me explain, then it's her problem.
Right.
Right. And there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is sort of sit tight and hope she comes around.
Right again.
Right. And if I believed any of that, I'd be in great shape.
That is the sensible, strong woman that I love.
What about the airhead?
The airhead doesn't show up very often, but I love her too.
Oh,
Let's go talk to your parents.
You know what? I'm having a real great time. Thanks for taking me. You're the best mom and dad a kid could ever have.
Oh, you see? There's one kid in the house that likes us.
I'm touched. I'm touched. Excuse me, guys, a second. I see something I'm going to have to break up. All right, that's it. Time's up.
Hi.
You look very good together.
Tiffany looks good with anybody.
I don't know, with you, she kind of glows.
So what have you heard about packing?
Well, right now, tonight, my son and my wife and I are out for dinner, but Joe is hard at work in New York on it right now.
Yeah?